If it's an excuse you want, you will always find one. It doesn't matter the situation, there will always be an excuse for everything, or a reason to tell yourself that you're not capable, you don't have the means to carry out whatever task it is you need to carry out at that point in time. I was watching a video not too long ago, someone in the creative space that does a lot of her work from a creative mind. A question was posed to her: how does AI affect what you do? Her convictions were, my work is my work, AI's work is AI's work. That doesn't really carry a lot of value in an explanation, but there's a tiny hope that I've realized that is required in any person's mind, whether a creative, a 9 to 5er, whatever it is that you do. There's a tiny hope that should exist in your mind, that this thing that is in my mind, it's only me that can do this. Yes, I see other people doing it in their own ways, but this thing, this particular thing, this place I found myself as a means of expression, it's only me that can do it this way. There's no one like me. There's a revolution going on worldwide now. Concepts that used to be the standard are no more. There are certain jobs that people thought were meaningless years ago, but there's people running helter-skelter now, trying to figure out how to survive as AI takes those jobs. What you hold as a person, or what I hold as a person, is that belief in what I do. It's nobody else that can do it my way. So if I decide to wake up this morning and I give an excuse, oh, I don't have enough money, or I can't afford to do that, and pick out all the reasons why I can't or shouldn't do it, no one is really going to come encourage me. If against all odds I go out and I say, I understand all the limitations that exist, but I am going to go out and I'm going to do what I need to do in my own way and see how that plays out over time, who knows how it's going to turn out? A child that was born 2016 will be 10 years old this year. If that child wasn't born then, there will be no growth. So something has to be planted for that seed to grow. Against all odds, if you do not put yourself out there or do what you need to do per time, yes, you will sit and say, I couldn't do it then because of all this and all that. And it will actually make sense. That's the truth about excuses. If you get so used to them, you can sit comfortably and say, this is the reason why I didn't do this, and this is the reason why I didn't do that. And anybody that is intellectual enough to understand what you're saying will understand why you're saying what you're saying, or why you believe that it can't be done. But the thing with things that have been done in this world over the years are, someone once believed that it was impossible. I was listening to a podcast recently and he was talking to a creator as well. She read an article from 1903, few months before the Wright brothers launched their first flight. And that article had said, it's impossible to fly. All this effort being put into that is useless. There's no point. Put that effort into something valuable. To anyone reading that article 2 months before the Wright brothers did the magnificent thing they did that has now connected the world, it was impossible to the eyes or to the ears of many. Because if you haven't seen it, how can you say this is possible? It took one person saying, I do not care what everybody is saying, but you see this thing in my head, I will get it done. It doesn't matter how many more people are trying to do the same thing or have failed at doing this thing, but you see this thing, there's a conviction I have in my mind that it will work. A few years ago, it was impossible to think of some of the things I am now living in, traveling the world, having conversations in rooms that I never imagined myself. It's one thing to imagine yourself in those rooms and then find yourself there. It's another thing to find yourself there, grow into that space. I was also talking to a friend recently and I was talking about even my job title. Growing up as a child, I didn't even know that job title existed. I don't even think the concept existed at that time. But it took a certain level of growth and a certain level of knowledge and advancement over time to lead me into where I now am. If I had sat somewhere and said, this is all the reasons why this can't be done, and that's all the reasons why that can't be done, you will believe me. You will say, he makes so much sense. He makes a point. And the point will be so undeniable. Guess what? Someone else has now gone out and used those same excuses or those same points that you have and reversed them on the offensive and said, these are the reasons why this can't be done. But guess what? I have found one reason why I should do it. So sometimes the excuses are general, but the conviction to keep going is personal. You have to get to a point in life where you decide that I'm going to do it regardless. I don't know what's on the other side. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'll try. And I feel that is the beautiful part about living, realizing that there's no destination. The only certain destination for all people or everyone of every nation, every color is death. But apart from death, how you live out your existence, how you express yourself in this world is totally dependent on you. So if you live your life giving excuses as to, oh, this is where I come from and this is how my people are, or this is what my people do, no one is going to have to encourage you to try something new, go somewhere new, put yourself out there, create an existence that no one has ever seen. There's concepts that define our world today that didn't exist a few years ago. You couldn't even think them up. If you brought them up, someone would be like, are you crazy? Are you on something? But today, that is what defines our existence. We pick up our phones in the morning when we wake up now, and the first thing we go is go on social media to see our last post, or to see what people are saying, or listen to people from all around the world expressing themselves. But a few years ago, that didn't exist. And I'm talking as few as 20 years ago. Those things did not exist. Even the first level of those things that existed, say for example Skype back in the day, it sounded ludicrous and not everyone had access to it. But over time, people continued to do more things or invent more things or create better expressions of that first idea. So what it took was one person to say, yes, let's do video calling. And suddenly, video calling is on every device now. Video calling is in your pocket. So if someone had given an excuse about how long it took to even get a telephone, maybe it would take us the same hundreds of years to get video calling, no one would try. It even started from someone conceptualizing calling. I can stay on this side and reach out to you on that side, and we can have a conversation. People talking or walking down the road and talking to their friends must have thought like you are really crazy. So it's not enough that we talk across from our balconies. Now you want us talking from different locations. You're just a crazy guy. But guess what? His idea has defined our existence now. We call our parents from all across the world. We call our siblings, we call our friends. I have a friend that now lives in Finland. I have friends that live in Kenya. We are on a call for, say, maybe an hour. We talk on video sometimes, or we send photos to each other of what we are doing. How was that made possible? Someone not making an excuse. So if all you do is make excuses as to all the limitations that exist, you're not creating magic. And I feel like our existence is about creating magic in our own little way. Different locations and different people's lives is what comes together to create a really magical world. Excuses dampen that. So yeah, stop making excuses today and create magic. Pick that one idea and turn it into something that only you can make beautiful. And see where it goes. Because what's the harm in trying? Really, what's the harm?